I'll tell you what, just take a moment to drink in the atmosphere here in the French capital. My name is Derek Ray. I'm joined here in the commentary box tonight by Lee Dixon. And we've got a belter of a game for you. The second leg of the Champions League semi-final, just minutes away from now.
Well, we are. We're in for a real enthralling contest. Do you know why? There's a final just around the corner. Can PSG turn this around? Get yourself into that final by hook or by crook. Do what's needed. Do it now.
And here is the initial 11 for Paris Saint-Germain. We're thinking 4-3-3.
Yeah, one central striker, Derek. The width comes from the wingers. It will stay high and wide. Very narrow midfield and a conventional back four.
Introducing the Spurs starting 11. Fairly conventional 4-5-1 setup.
Yeah, that back four will be protected throughout the game with the 5 midfield players in front of them.
And he's broken free. Can he beat the goalkeeper? Lucas. An effective challenge. Rabiot. Mbappe with it. An abundance of space. Well, let's see, does he mean business? And the cross not quite accurate enough. Lucas with it. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Kimpembe. Verratti now. Rabiot. Edinson Cavani now. And Rabiot's been dispossessed. Ericsson. Trippier now. And Tottenham make progress. But what can they produce from this position? And it's played into the centre. Clattered away. And putting his body on the line. And the defender finding a solution to the problem. Given away by Tottenham. It's Kimpembe now. Verratti. Here's Mbappe. And on the ball, Bernard. Neymar. Draxler. Mbappe with it. Given away. Son with the pass, but not what he had in mind. It's an excellent attack from PSG, but will there be an end product? By no means on his own here. Well, the clearance half-hearted. And it's Julian Draxler. Opportunity not. And netting is Neymar.
Well, his speciality is getting the ball and putting it in the net. There's no one better.
And on aggregate here, 4-1 is how it stands. And here is Son. Excellent ball from Danny Williams. And Lucas! Just had to keep his concentration to the maximum, and he did. Draxler. Rabiot, Cavani. Keeper's ball every day of the week. Given away. And unfortunate with that chip lead, just over the top.
Oh, he's done everything right. He's gone over the keeper, but unfortunately he's gone over the bar as well.
Philippe Bernard. Christian Eriksen threads it through. Well, it all counts for naught. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Kylian. Cavani! Can they put it away? Now he must favour the cross. Corner awarded to PSG. And that's a deep corner. And a wonderful... And it might be... Neymar with the goal.
if you wanna know something about me, the blood in my veins is full of northern grit. I got that northern soul, man, I got the vein. We're far from ordinary people. And if you wanna know something about us, the hearts in our chests are full of northern love. And even when we're broke, we'll always have enough. We're far from ordinary.
I'm sure you've heard this all before.
I'll tell you what, just take a moment to drink in the atmosphere here in the French capital. My name is Derek Ray. I'm joined here in the commentary box tonight by Lee Dixon. And we've got a belter of a game for you. The second leg of the Champions League semi-final, just minutes away from now.
Well, we are. We're in for a real enthralling contest. Do you know why? There's a final just around the corner. Can PSG turn this around? Get yourself into that final by hook or by crook. Do what's needed, do it now.
Neymar. And here is the initial 11 for Paris Saint-Germain. If you like wingers, you'll love this league.
Yeah, absolutely. I love to watch a winger play, especially with pace and power. The central striker will stay more or less in front of the goal. The support will be provided by the three central midfield players. The back four is pretty conventional, but the fullbacks will be asked to support from behind.
This is the starting lineup for Tottenham Hotspur. Fairly conventional 4-5-1 setup.
Yeah, that back four will be protected throughout the game with the five midfield players in front of them. Really important.
Well, you could see he was feeling the pressure, but gave it a go anyway. Not close, though.
Well, it was definitely worth the chance, just got the technique a little bit off.
Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow. Lee, what do you think we'll see from him? It will be a Paris Saint-Germain free kick. Son. Verratti. Here's Mbappe. Rabiot. Cross from Mbappe, and the defender takes care of business. Give it away. And it's Son. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Draxler. Meunier. Now Rabiot. Draxler now. Immaculately placed by Draxler. The cross is on. Thou shalt not pass was the message delivered. Ericsson. Danny Williams. Given away by Tottenham. Immaculately placed by Cavani. And it's come off the keeper. Dembele has lost it. Poise and purpose here from Verratti. Top-notch save from the Frenchman.
Oh, agile. Agility at his best. Brilliant.
The delivery from Neymar. The first goal of the match, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them.
It's taken a while, but the pressure's taken its toll. Well, it's almost a perfect headed goal. Brilliant delivery into the danger area. Good movement, back of the net.
Just to confirm the aggregate situation, 4-1 is the score. Son. And it's with Bernard. Philippe Bernard!
Well, as we see from the replay, the keeper's got no chance. It's all about the strike, all about the power. He does everything right, head down, back of the net.
So 5-1, the aggregate advantage. Kimpembe, Neymar, Draxler, read it superbly to take back possession. Kurzawa, Draxler now, Verratti. This is Neymar, Edinson Cavani now, Rabiot, immaculate placement. The end product just wasn't there. Davis. Well, couldn't keep it. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Draxler! Well, it was fired straight at the keeper. No real difficulties for him.
No, decent positioning from the goalkeeper. Poor shot, to be honest with you.
Dembele. And plenty of scope to be created in that wide position. And now Danny Williams. And here is Son. And he's clear as lines. Half-time here, and here. Son. Philippe Bernard. Now, what can he do here? Lucas prepared to fire. Very clear who got the last touch. So a corner coming up. And over from Eriksson. Keeper did his job to begin with. And he did well to get around to the ball.
Yeah, I'll give him 6 out of 10 for that save. Nothing more, nothing less.
Spurs with the corner. Christian Eriksen handed the task of taking the corner. Philippe Bernard. Whatever way you slice it, a good night's work for this fellow so far. Lee. Williams. Mbappe with it. Now Rabiot. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. Eriksen's pass not sufficiently accurate. Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe into the middle. And you need your defender to take charge. Tremendous intuition to win it back. And it's Cavani. Davis. And on the ball, Bernard. And the ball with Williams. He's just a thorough reader of the game. And there we saw it. Now, Rabiot. Meunier. Rabiot. Edinson Cavani's in the vicinity. And the defender finding a solution to the problem. Well, it's a really good-looking Paris Saint-Germain attack. What will they do next? Moussa Dembele now. Son. Will he play it in? It's there for him. Well, the post getting in the way there. Throw in here for Spurs. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. And a throw-in it's going to be. This is Neymar. Terry Williams. Kurzawa. Neymar. Lo Celso. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Here's Lo Celso. Rabiot. Cavani. Gonzalo Guedes now. Now Rabiot. Neymar. It's with Rabiot. And it is Marco Verratti. That's how to flummox the opposing defender. Good numerical situation. Lo Celso. Rabiot. And now Lo Celso. Let's see what he has in store for them. And a PSG corner. Played into the centre of the box. Might be a chance here. An opportunity with the header, but not troubling the goalkeeper at all, Lee.
Well, I say one thing, technique, and he didn't have any.
Inside the final 5 minutes now. And it's with Bernard. Williams! And it's gone in!
Hit the target, tick, power, tick, goal, tick.
Let's have another view of that goal. So the aggregate score now, 6-1 here. Rabiot. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Spurs passing it around nicely, but what can they do from here now? And with the goalkeeper. And that is that. Full time. PSG's Champions League dreams have been dashed.
You deserve that. Well played.
I can get you a ticket for the final. Could do with the support.
So, set pieces then. The gaffer wants us to lock them down. Let's give him what he wants, eh? Good session, lads. If that's how we're going to train, things are looking up. You were the best of a solid bunch today. Keep it up.
Hi everybody, welcome to today's game. Martin Tyler here with Alan Smith. The game today, Tottenham, and they play Everton. This is today's Tottenham Hotspur team. He looks as though the manager's set up a team here. Whatever happens, we're not going to be beaten today.
Does look that way, doesn't it? And I hope it's not a dull affair, this, because we've seen these managers set up teams in the past and just concentrating on a clean sheet.
Got the Everton lineup for you. I think that back four is really important for them. They've got to be strong and solid, but they've got a bit of protection, haven't they?
They have. They should have more than enough. I mean, they're all good defenders in their own right, but in front of them, they've got players who are going to be working really hard. Whether they could be a threat on the front foot, we'll wait and see.
Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Dembele. Now the shot! Oh, well done, the goalkeeper, and he's hung on to the ball. This is the Premier League table as it stands. They're top of the league, and of course another win here, they'd be edging ever closer to the title itself.
I certainly wasn't expecting.
Threads it through. Gylfi Sigurdsson. Right from the kickoff, they look like scoring, they have now.
Shot from the off, and what a good goal.
And that has opened the scoring, 1-0 here. Read the play well. Spotted that well and intercepted. They broke. We should have a fine game for you today. I'm Martin Tyler, Alan Smith is with me. Welcome to you all. Game today, Tottenham, they play Everton. This is today's Tottenham Hotspur team. Responsibility for some of those five in midfield to get forward, and I'm sure the main striker won't be isolated, although it looks a bit like that on our screens.
Yeah, he could be a lonely man up top there if he doesn't get the support that he needs, because he is the type of player that does need support. He can't do it all on his own.
Got the Everton lineup for you.
The system that we think they're going to go with is 4-5-1.
Shots on here. That would be a corner for Everton.
Whipped in by Gylfi Sigurdsson. Superb save.
He shouldn't have had a chance at all with that. Oh, what about those reflexes? Brilliant.
Well, the taker was Sigurdsson. Idrissa Gueye.
He's got his shot off now. The ball's loose. Goalkeeper made the save, but he couldn't hold it. Lucas.
Son.
Just working away to try and find an opening. Dembele. This with the chance to go into the lead now.
Keeper controls it, never looked like bouncing off him.
It made it look easy, but his positioning did that for him.
Kieran Trippier. This is the Premier League table as it stands. They're top of the league. And, of course, another win here. They'll be edging ever closer to the title itself.
I certainly wasn't expecting to see Danny Williams and his teammates in this position at this stage. The big question, of course, is can they hold that position?
Christian Eriksen. Well, what a great season they have had, and here we are with still matches to come. Just a draw, just 1 point will take them into next season's Champions League.
Yeah, but I'm sure the manager has urged them to be positive, not just to play for the draw, and to get it done as quickly as possible. Get it done today.
Alan McInally's our man, watching elsewhere. Alan, what have you got to tell us?
It's a goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. 23 minutes played, 1-0.
Interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. Morgan Schneiderlin. They've set it up well for the cross. Here's Walcott. And now the shot! Oh, that would have looked great if it had flown in, but in the end it didn't fly very close at all.
No, he looked a bit embarrassed after that effort.
Dele Alli. Christian Eriksen. Kieran Trippier.
The attacking team have got a problem here because the opposition are just sitting in and saying, well, you can break us down if you can. They think perhaps they can't break them down.
Possession given away once more. They've lost the ball and the counter-attack could be there. And he could get away here. An excellent chance, more than matched by the goalkeeper, who's diffused the situation.
Oh, great agility, great reflexes there, and denying the opposition any knockdowns as well.
So, back with Eriksen. Quick into the tackle, and the result is going to be a throw. Morgan Schneiderlin. What was impressive about Mauricio Pochettino when he took over as the Tottenham manager? The faith he had in the young players, particularly young players who were already at the club.
Yeah, I think there was a responsibility on his part to promote youth and promote English youth as well. He thought that was important, and that's good, but you've got to have the talent, and he certainly had that to choose from.
And that will be a free kick. Eriksen. Davis. The signal's gone up for 2 minutes.
There will be a minimum
Jagielka.
of 2 minutes of added time.
Slip through. Chance to get the ball in the box. Oh, too early. Offside. So it's half-time and we're still... So it is time now for the start of the second half. Good vision. Spaced across the ball now. Down in South London is Alan McInally with the goal at Selhurst Park, Alan.
It's a second goal.
Guided through by Eriksen. Son. That's a great breakaway. The counter-attack, timed to perfection, executed to perfection.
Yeah, you see this more and more in the modern-day game. It's all about pace, and the scorers certainly showed it there.
So Tottenham Hotspur have taken the lead. Need to interrupt Alan McInally. I hope you got the news really from him. It was a goal for Manchester City. The score is now 2-0. Substitution for Spurs coming up. Shoots! Now Williams. Can he unlock the defence, Danny Williams, with this through pass? Dembele! We're looking at a well-coached team here, drilled in winning the ball back in midfield as a group. Ericsson, shots on here. That's a good block. Ericsson loses his edge there and loses the ball. They can be quick on the break now. Frustrating for them, really. That was the opportunity to play on the break, but it's broken down. So we'll restart with a throw-in. It's going to be a substitution now for this team.
And number 19, Lucy Gambell. Coming onto the pitch, number 10. And number 17, Musa Sissoko.
Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Substitution for Everton.
James McCarthy. Idrissa Gueye. Shot
on!
Shot blocked very quickly. You see the deflection there, corner.
Substitution for Everton. Coming off the pitch, number 17, Idrissa Gueye. Coming onto the pitch, number 8, Andreas Gomez.
In from Sigurdsson. Oh, that's good defending. Chance to get the ball in the box. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. Still 20 minutes to go. Musa Sissoko. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. And they've got a man out wide. Well, he took no chances there. It's a corner. Ericsson's corner. Defended well. Tottenham given the throw. Sissoko. Ericsson. Dele Alli. On tackle. And a goal! Absolutely no trouble for the goalkeeper here to save that shot from distance. Key. Well, we're in the last knockings of the game, but we're still on the edge of our seats here. It's that close. Pass, pass, pass. And the player with the ball has so many options, so they work so hard off the ball to make those options possible.
Yeah, and it's not been passing for passing's sake either. They've made inroads into the enemy territory.
Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. We've got some up-to-the-minute news from Alan McInally from Selhurst Park.
It's a third goal for Manchester City. It's been scored by Sergio Aguero. A bizarre comedy of errors at the back, gifting him an easy chance. 5 minutes remaining. 3-0.
Thank you very much, Alan. Got his shot off now. Powerful drive, close enough to suggest have another go, sir.
Yeah, strong shot. I think the keeper saw it coming all the way, though.
Everton coming off the pitch, number 3, Martin Green. Coming onto the pitch, number 12, Lucas Diamond.
Well, it's a 90-minute match, and there's only 2 minutes to go. 3 minutes from the referee via the fourth official. That's the decision regarding added time. Song. It's a pass, another pass. At the moment, just giving them possession and not much more than that. Song. Lucas is in the middle. It was a cross that he got in quickly, but he didn't really control. And that's great celebration for Tottenham and their supporters here. They know the value of this victory in the title race. Now 2 games to go.
Well, more than encouraging signs from this team. The way that they played their football, they didn't play the occasion. They made sure that they did what they've been doing most of the season. good, attractive football, used the full width of the pitch and took the chances.
And those two matches, of course.
Long-range shots. When we're away, nothing silences the home supporters like a stunner from 20 yards out. We are finished.
Hi there everybody, welcome to what is potentially a very significant day in the football calendar, particularly for Tottenham Hotspur, who could clinch the league title come the final whistle. I'm Martin Tyler, and alongside me to describe all the action is Alan Smith.
Yes, exactly. What?
And shoots! Shot blocked here.
El Yunusi getting the ball back and thinking attack straight away. Ryan Bertrand guiding it through.
Can really get at the opposition here.
It's not really away. Poor clearance.
Here's Ali. It's a good place to win the ball here. Could get the ball into the box now. In quickly.
The advantage played well in a crossing position. Just working away to try and find an opening.
Bertrand. It'll be a throw.
El Yunusi.
Whipped in from the wide area.
In with a chance.
Goalkeeper hangs on.
Song.
Christian Eriksen. Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. Mario Lemina. Bertrand. Put in from the wide area. Splendid header, superb save.
Yeah, he got plenty behind that header as well. I think he thought he'd scored, but the keeper had other ideas.
Throw in now. El Yunusi. Well, they've got some other opportunities, but this is the chance to win a game that will give them the title as champions.
Yeah, the last thing you want is for it to drag on, because that's when a bit of doubt can creep in.
Here's Ali. Danny Williams. On the attack, in a wide area, Tottenham Hotspur. Dele Alli. That's a brilliant piece of intercepting there at a crucial time, in a crucial position. Williams. Danny Williams! You can see the deflection there, corner. Corner played in. And the corner punched away. Son. Here's Dele Alli. He's looking for the cross. Coming in at the near post is Williams. First blood for Spurs.
And what a good finish that was. Took it quickly.
That is textbook from him.
Well, it was a great delivery into the box from that left-hand side.
It's where they look dangerous. Well, that goal has put Tottenham Hotspur into the lead. Vestergaard. Cedric. Here's Højbjerg. Here he is, Danny Williams. That's a wonderful tackle. And it will be a free kick here.
Well, he can't go for goal, but it is a dangerous situation, this, because if he gets it on the money, it's going to be hard to defend against.
Toby Alderweireld. Dembele. Eriksson! Got to it somehow.
What a stop. That was heading right into the corner.
With this goal advantage, they've now got a corner. Corner's taken. Cleared the ball. Davis. Dele Alli. Tottenham haven't been absolutely on top of their game, but they are. This could be the leveller. Still a chance in there off the goalkeeper. Well read by the defender. Son. Saw the pass coming and got there first. With great vision here. Gets his cross in. That was a good crossing position, but not a good cross. Break quickly when they get possession. Son. Son only knows one way to play, and that's to really go for goal. Half-time here. Plenty of optimism around the ground, and certainly there should be. Danny Williams going off there with a big smile on his face. And he's not the only one. They will be holding up that trophy at full time if things remain as they are.
And this, I think, is where the more senior pros come to the fore, where their experience has got to keep the...
Kick-off here for the start of the second half. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Vestergaard. Mario Lemina. Austin. Doing well to keep the ball. Comes in with a tackle. Here's Ali. Christian Eriksen. And it's Williams. Jan Vertonghen. Dele Alli. That's proper clearance. Well away from the danger zone. It's one back. Here's Danny Williams. Carrying the ball full. It's Danny Williams! Here's a chance, the goalkeeper exposed. In towards Ali. In goal, Alex McCarthy. That's an easy save for him. I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
Yeah, it was a good first 45 minutes from the lad. Got the ball rolling with that goal, and he's been central to most of the good things his team has done.
Well, the ball hit him, the referee. What can he do about it? Dele Alli. Now with Danny Williams. It's a good place to win the ball here. Dele Alli. Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. Here's Højbjerg. Vestergaard. Here's Cedric Suarez. James Ward-Prowse. Here's Højbjerg. It's a very good interception. Defensive block there, no cross coming in. Closing minutes for Southampton and they're in trouble.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see the opposition manager put another centre-half on here to try and cope with this aerial bombardment.
The shot's on! And that's the goal that's brought them level. If you thought that the favoured team scoring would kill them off, you'd be wrong. They've roared again.
Yeah, and it's great to see, isn't it, a team like this stick together and really get the very best out of the players.
Sissoko. Dele Alli. Moving past the front of Dele Alli. It's a shot now! Full on the frame of the goal. James Ward-Prowse. Going to be a change for Southampton. A sub's going to come on. Well, the wide man can show his skills here. Put into the middle. There's still danger here after this half clearance. They can be quick on the break now. Coach is very disappointed because he could see the potential, as we could see from the commentary position. Real chance. Outstanding save. At full tilt.
Well, he's a big lad and he needed every inch of his height there.
And that's a corner for Tottenham. Swung in from the corner. That's good defending. Fantastic game, this. And it's going to go right down to the wire. Lucas. Now it's Williams. He has cleared it well. Here's Ali. Christian Eriksen. Dele Alli. Strong, powerful clearance. Southampton lining up a substitution now. Eriksen. Song. Sissoko. Now Eriksen. Shot on! He's blocked the shot well.
For today's man of the match,
Mario Lemina. Well, the clock is ticking on. 2 minutes of play left. El Yunusi. Two more minutes to play of added time. We've got substitutes warming up for both sides, and both managers are going to bring on some fresh legs. Dele Alli. Here's Williams. Spurs looking to seek out a winner here in this last phase of the game. Super goal! It's offside, that's what the assistant has said.
Well, when he looks back on that, I think he might be a bit disappointed because the striker seemed to time his run really well.
They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game. Well, Spurs haven't done it today, that's the final whistle. The title hasn't been clinched, but it still can be done in the next Tottenham game.
No, they're going to have to postpone the party for the time being, but they shouldn't lose heart. Still a great chance to lift that silverware.
All the twists and turns still to come. I guarantee you'll see it here live on EA TV.
This record is intended to help you check your playing equipment without the use of measuring instruments, and remembering that the ultimate aim is to produce sound which is completely acceptable to the listener.
The gaffers asked me to work on tackling with you lot. If you can believe it, I agree with him. All right, good session.
Welcome to you all. Good to have you with us. Martin Tyler here with Alan Smith, and we are about to watch and see how Spurs perform so soon after being crowned as champions, the new champions of the Premier League.
Yeah, this season could easily turn into something very special indeed for the champions of England, given that they're still in Europe.
Deserved champions, I'm sure we feel. And Danny Williams, interesting player. He has played quite a strong part, hasn't he?
Been impressed by him, Martin. He's shown a lot of maturity in this side. It's always easier when you're in a winning team, but he hasn't looked out of place for 1 minute.
Here's the Crystal Palace team. So, Alan, 4-4-2?
Yeah, I think it looks that way, Martin. Yes, it's the conventional shape. It's the one that the manager prefers.
This is today's Tottenham Hotspur team. He looks as though the manager has set up a team here. Whatever happens, we're not going to be beaten today.
Does look that way, doesn't it? And I hope it's not a dull...
Looks the goalkeeper in the eye.
Into the middle it goes. Lucas sends it in.
Dele Alli. Given away by Ali. Got to say, again, what a great season it's been for this club, and particularly for young Danny Williams.
Yeah, you've got to be pleased for him, haven't you? When he came to replace Alex Hunter, he looked like he was going to be a bit-part player, but he's established himself in this starting 11 now and played a huge part in their success for me.
Building steadily here, keeping possession. To put them in front. Oh, fantastic goal! That could be the goal that makes them champions of the Premier League.
And if it is, it's a moment he'll never forget. Just got to keep their heads now. A goal from Lucas. What a celebration that is, and why not when you finish first time like that?
Goal for Tottenham Hotspur.
So Tottenham Hotspur have taken the lead. Goal news from Cardiff.
It's a goal for West Ham United. It's been scored by Marko Arnautovic. He saw the keeper off his line.
Williams! Goal! They lead by 2 now. Took the chance nicely, and that really has given them much more of a basis for the rest of this match. Very much quick-fire football from these boys. They've scored again. Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
Number 34, Danny Williams.
West Ham United had grabbed a goal. Alan McInally seemed to enjoy that one, didn't he? The score is now 1-1. Fabulous clearance. Song. Davis. Eriksson. Goal news from Bournemouth.
It's a goal for Bournemouth. 26 minutes played, 1-1.
Thank you very much, Alan. Got his foot in to cut out the pass. Benteke. Was good progress with this attack. Oh, very easy for the goalkeeper there. Meyer. Patrick Van Aanholt. Benteke. Now, can he take them on? Now we have a corner to come via that deflection.
Well, this crowd's been starved of excitement, starved of action. Will they get a little bit here?
That's a proper old-fashioned clearance there from the defender. Joel Ward.
Here's a chance to whip it in. Corner given. Corner swung in. There's still danger here after this half clearance. Oh, time to get the cross now. Danger was looming large, but they've got themselves back on the ball. Shots on here. And that will be a corner. Corner played into the middle. Cleared away, well away from goal. Can go in from here. Looking for teammates in the middle. Not really away from the threat here. Here's Ali.
Moussa Dembele.
Davis.
Son. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now.
This turnover could be costly against a side that can break like this.
The referee has indicated
Position slow to get back, so possibilities still on the counter-attack. Good vision here. Well, he hit it well enough. Well, that's half-time. Tottenham Hotspur to start the second half, leading at this point. Lucas. Dembele. Lucas. Looking to pick out Danny Williams. He's put it out. It's gone out for a corner. Swung in from the corner. Keeper goes for the punch from the corner. Intercepted well. Well, we wrap up the first half here with your thoughts on Danny Williams, who's looked very encouraging. Alan.
I will be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal from him, good overall performance, actually.
Defended well. Meyer. Zaha. And the cross goes towards the far post. Corner kick given.
Here we're going to have a substitution. It seems as though it's for tactical reasons.
Number 17, Lucy Sissoko.
Trying to pick out someone in the centre. Keeper not taking any chances, not wanting to catch that one. He's punched it away. Zaha. Defender did well to get to it, but hasn't really finished the job.
Son. And it's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well.
Spaced across the ball now. Put in from the wide area. And the header scores! Great power with the header. Excellently placed. Fine goal.
Well, it wasn't just about the quality of header. That was good enough, but the movement that allowed him to find that space, that was the good bit.
Didn't he get it right? The leap, the plotting of the trajectory as the ball came in, and the contact with the head.
Well, when you can do that, when you can jump like he can, he's such a strong player. Very hard to stop.
Loses possession. Very good movement from Spurs on the attack. That's gone out for a throw-in. Well, it's going to be a substitution now.
To be replaced by number 21,
It's Eric Dyer. That's offside. And the referees acknowledge that fact. Milivojevic. Patrick Van Aanholt. Possession given away once more. Put away, but not out of harm's way. So, shots on here. Tottenham have scored. That does extend their margin now at an important time.
There's a huge golfing class out there, Martin, and that's been shown by the scoreline.
One team really on their game today, the other very off-colour. At St Mary's Stadium, Alan McInally's there today, and he's got some news for us.
It's a second goal for Southampton. 73 minutes played. 2-1.
Oh, interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. It's a poor ball and overhit. So we're coming down now towards the last 15 minutes. Well, he's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception. Made it look easy, actually. Meyer. Striding forward, purposefully. Doing well to keep the ball. Benteke. Here's the chance to get in the cross. The referee's going to take action here. Well, the ref's given a foul here, and it's a bad one, yellow.
Yeah, no surprise there at all.
Well, that's risky going in like that.
Well, he's dived in. It's a reckless one. This lad tends to put a bit of whip on these free kicks. Needs it here.
Good defensive clearance there. Free kick here.
Substitution for Crystal
It's time for some fresh legs here.
Well, is he going to shoot? Is he going to dink one in towards his teammates?
Coming onto the pitch.
Had a go! Well, he might have bitten off more than he can chew from that distance with that free kick.
Yeah, it's a wild one. He lost his shape there.
Well, this is a real shock. You can see it in the faces of the players, and you can hear it in the lack of noise, if you like, from the supporters.
Well, those fans can't even be bothered to give their players any stick at the moment. They're just stunned into silence.
And that's a pass that's gone astray, out of play.
Coming off the pitch.
Well, there are other options from the bench.
Coming onto the pitch.
Andros Townsend.
Number 34, Martin Kelly.
Zaha. Cleverly done. What a brilliant goal. Well, they have scored in this final, but it's come very late. 4-1 is the scoreline. It's not a goal that's going to count too much, except in the personal locker of the player who scored it. But for the supporters, I suppose, they've seen their team notch again here.
Yeah, they have, but it was almost gifted to them because the dominant team had eased up and really were coasting home and gave the opposition a bit of space.
Oh, he spotted the pass and cut it out. There it is!
Danny Williams, Premier League champion. How does that sound?
Oh. Oh. Ooh, sounds a bit like you're trying to have me on.
Well, saw you lifting the trophy out there. Seemed real enough to me.
Yes, yeah, it was. Oh, it was fantastic. And I tell you what, that thing is heavier than I was expecting.
Obviously a special moment in your career, but this season could yet end up being even more special if you can also win the Champions League.
Oh, mate, yes, now you're talking. But before we prepare for that game, I'm going to enjoy this moment right here, right now, with the rest of the lads.
Well, you've certainly earned it.
Oh, cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
Are we not missing a guest? Here he is! Williams, you just catching your breath, son?
Yes, boss. Something like that. Oh.
Hey, it's not over yet. Champions League final to come. Maybe we should all calm down a little bit. One game at a time, eh?
Yeah, boss. Yeah. One match at a time.